after 9 years, 10 years, some of the vaccines that are from teenage to adulthood, inclusive of the new kid on the block, which is not really a new kid, that HPV vaccine
Yes.
against cervical cancer, okay, which now more and more people are sensitized after the government has also announced that this is an important vaccine to take. And on our immunization card, at the age of 10 years, it's already there for the mothers to gift their daughters with a cervical cancer free life by giving that vaccine. This is a new but an important addition to the armamentarium of vaccines, that is the HPV or the cervical cancer vaccine, which is given anywhere between the age of 9 and 14. Even a single dose given today will save 5.6 million lives in another 20 years. So that
Yes.
is the scale of protection that the vaccines would give. Interestingly, the newborn, when we say, it's the new baby and the new mother, okay,
Yes.
because two people are newborn on that instant, okay. The new mother, who is less than 45 years, which mostly she is also to be given the dose of HPV vaccine as a catch up if she has not taken it before. We counsel her, guide her throughout her pregnancy that soon after your delivery, you will be given the HPV vaccine, that is the first dose. 2 months later, you take the second dose, and 6 months later, you take the third dose. So you're coming repeatedly to the hospital for the vaccination of your child, but you will also get your jabs. Okay, we will also cover it. So that is 30 million deliveries happening every year in the country, Simran. And if 30 million vaccines go out like this for every new mother, just imagine the scale with which rapidly we can cover up. And the global vision, the WHO vision, what they have declared is CCE, cervical cancer elimination. Just
Yes.
like the polio went out, we want the cervical cancer also to move out. Okay, 2030 is the year that they have targeted for. If we really do it for every new mother in our country, I think we will, by and large, be far ahead in vaccination. But the strategy which has worked in most other countries is the school based strategy. 9 to
Mm.
14 years, at least one dose of vaccine, that because it's for girls, because it is cervical cancer, because it is in the women's healthcare space, this is also added in our modules to sensitize every provider that we are going so many times to the school programs to tell them about rubella, health and hygiene, menstruation, obesity, contraception, lifestyle, etc. But HPV vaccine sensitization, even in the parents teachers meeting, is a very, very, very important component, because we've urged the government that all outgoing girls from the school should be given at least one dose, because 9 to 14 is the age where they require only one dose.
Yes.
Why? Because the immune system is strong. Even with one dose, they will create the fighter cells. But if they're between 14 to 25, two doses, because the immune system needs a recall. But if they're 25 and above, it's licensed until the age of 45 years. So they'll need dose one today, after 2 months, dose two, after 6 months, dose three, because we have to repeatedly remind the immune system that you need to be ready with the virus. So that those are called the booster doses, which are not required in the younger age. That's what the WHO has in the recent recommendations it has declared. And one important thing, vaccines, when we say, what is it that we are trying to do? Either a live or a dead virus, we are pushing into the system when the person is well, so
Yeah.
that the immune system can handle. They'll prepare the fighter cells, and when actually the infection happens, they can fight it out,
The
right?
body
So
knows how to.
this is the preparedness. But in terms of HPV, science has done a very clever thing. It has recognized that the cervical cancer cannot be caused if this virus doesn't enter your body. It is virus borne, like polio virus will cause polio, HPV virus will cause cervical cancer, full stop. Okay, so this is not a live virus, it is not a dead virus, it is a virus like particle, it's a
Mm.
dummy. Okay, when you inject this, the body thinks, oh, the virus has come, it will prepare the fighter cells. So when the virus actually comes, then you're already ready to fight it. So this is so very safe, because you're not giving either live or dead virus to create the cancer. You're just giving a virus like particle to protect. So, all throughout the tone of vaccination is protection and good health and wellness, and it is all a major part of preventive healthcare. So, this preventive healthcare, not only through our Manyata program, but our organization called ARTIST, which is Asian Research and Training Institute for Skill Transfer. We transfer these skills and build the capacity of every frontline healthcare workers, and even beyond that, the community volunteers who can even understand this much. So they'll go at the block level, home to home, they'll say, hey, have you taken? This is good. They will dispel the myths and misconceptions. Even if there's a little hesitancy, after being aware, they're empowered to respond to them. So this has been a fantastic experience with the new cadres of Swasthya Sakhis, or the wellness ambassadors, being created in little towns and villages. And there is a good buzz. So, like smart cities, we want wellness villages. Okay, we want everybody in one geography, for example, to be covered by HPV vaccine, all girls. We want every mother to be immunized by the whole, the bunch of things that we told you. That is where we are getting into the nuts and bolts of preventive care.